Welcome to Mudding with BEAGS. This is episode 28. And today we've got some breaking news. Mystery airship lands in Waterloo, Iowa, April 16th, 1897. What the fuck? I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, some dude's just going to land some kind of airship, and that's going to be, okay, like in 1897. Nothing to see here. In other news, the last time America was invaded, it was by the U.S. government. Forget this, man. Let's go, Mud. Allegheny County Soldiers Memorial, Pittsburgh, PA, between 1910 and 1920. And I would imagine, if I'm not mistaken, that right there, that fella, that right there is Boss Man. And this fella looks like he is going to sell you some drugs. And what else we got? Little people, tiny car. We got retaining wall. Yet they slope down the mud here. Interesting. So is that a retaining wall, or is that part of the structure and they covered it up? Not sure. It looks like it continues on over here. That's interesting. Flat Earth asterisks all across here. Right, weird looking. More Flat Earth asterisks. Flat Earth asterisk is my symbol that I believe is that represents the flat Earth. These fellas are up to no good, no doubt. Ether lights right there. These doors look modified. These interiors here. I imagine the doors were here and they added these so it wouldn't let in and out as much air. Geez, she's serious looking. She ain't playing around. More asterisks. More asterisks. More on the side here. Good grief. This thing's covered in them. Big old pillars. That's interesting. So they chiseled in this horse shit here. Okay. Does it tell? So that's Civil War. Okay. Eagle would represent the phoenix. More asterisks up here. Got this flower. You see this flower a lot. I wonder what that really represents. We would have chiseled this crap in here. Big old pillars. What we got going on back here? That's weird. Looks like Mudflood windows there. Oh, what's going on right there? That's interesting. That is a fasciste right there too. That is definitely fasciste. That is the symbol for fascism today. Now that doesn't mean that that's what it meant a long time ago in the old world, but you know, And these remind me of fasces right here, but not so sure. That could be like a scrubbed cartouche there, but I don't think it's considered a cartouche like that. That's more like a disc, but interesting. This could be an everlasting flame type of deal here. That looks Phoenician right there, like a Phoenician shell. That looks like a griffin to me, which would be Tartaria. And it looks like something is missing off the top, I would say. Interesting how that looks on the side there. Eagles all the way across the front, so it's surrounded by eagles and possibly an eternal flame. I don't think that's a fasciste, but it's similar. This is definitely a fasciste right here. Bundle of sticks with an axe in the center, wrapped. That is definitely a fasciste, 100%. And what we got going on over here? Looks like they plugged that portal there. Kind of looks like a dragon right there. Not sure though. Can't see too good back there. That's an eerie photograph. Alright, going to Augusta, Georgia, 1903. Albion Hotel and Confederate Monument. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay, what else we got here? Dr. Dentist. Arched windows. That's Old World. Got some sort of symbols in here. Can't see them too good. That's interesting. So it's all brick. Scrubbed cartouche. So they got the darker brick on for the main body of the building, and then for the facade they have the lighter colored brick. And from my understanding, there were two different colors of brick. So there. I don't know what that thing is. That's weird. Big old arched windows. Kind of looks like something should be right there. La-di-da. Keystones. That's ventilation into the underground right there on the front of the store. Same there. That's a 8-point asterisk right there in a portal. I'll come back to you. Their big old thing. Got a portal right there. There's Fred. Yep, Fred is the horse that built America, in case you were not informed. Let's see, big old arched windows. Whoa. Those are cool. That's very intricate right there. Wow, what a building. Can't tell what's going on there, but it looks like a green man maybe. Whoa. That's some serious work there. Those look like prism lights right there, but it's hard to tell. Ventilation in the underground there and there. More arched windows. This right here represents a flat earth asterisk. Also, you have your flat plane and your horizontal vertical here and your X. And this is half, but a half counts. You just mirror image it. That's interesting right there. Okay, let's go look at this. They call this a monument. That's an obelisk. Okay. You got to imagine now, they added these horseshit Civil War statues here. Okay, and they probably took off the capstone, and they added this horseshit little man right here. I'll tell you what, that thing right there, that would be hard to erect. That thing is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 40 to 50 foot tall, possibly taller, hard to tell from the angle. You know, that would be hard to erect back in that time frame. This was erected between probably 1865 and 1900 per the official record. Of course, it was probably there much longer, much earlier. I'm not sure what that thing is. That's a weird contraption. I have seen these where they had a lot of these had lights. These obelisks had lights on the four corners of them, and they removed them. And that might be what you're looking at here. They might have changed this one over to gas or something like that. This could be an ether fencing here. I mean, look at these weird things here. What's that about? Got them on every corner. That's odd. I don't know. Very strange. But anyways, that's an obelisk. So that would be an ether antenna. Probably, you know, for wireless energy throughout the city. Ayers Building, Indianapolis. This picture was taken between 1905 and 1910. And let's see what we got. There's Fred. He's on the job. Fred is the horse that built America, in case you didn't hear me the first time. And this is the pooper scooper man. And he cleans up, you know, the pooper with his scooper. That's what he does. That's boss man right there. That's pavement light right there, in case you ever need to see that. That's evidence of Mudflood right there. Okay, that's the cover up. We would have added this horse shit right here. These doors that extend out. That is a flat earth asterisk all the way across the front. As you can see right there. And all the way across there. Not sure what that is. That's not sure. Kinda looks like a lion, but I'm not sure. I'm all over this picture. Sorry. I don't know what direction I'm going. What you doing there, fella? We're watching you. Got a trolley, two-rail system, overhead electric, reduction cell. That's an interesting area right there. Whatever's going on there, it's hard to see it, but it's very interesting. Wow, look at that archway. How cool's that? This is probably pavement light right here. These are coal hole covers here, right here, and here. What a world. Arched windows everywhere. Whoa, hello, onion dome. Portals right here. Ether antenna, big old ether antenna right there. Possible mercury ball on top. The iron block bank. Okay. Pyramids. Looks like something was removed off the top of here. Wow, look at the front of that building. Good gracious. There's a prism glass. They shoot light back into the building. As I said before, those are 8-point asterisks. They represent the flat earth. Look at the intricacy of the brickwork right here. Whoa. That's nice. It takes a lot of effort right there to get that looking good. Man. That's weird. Those A's look very strange. Wow, that's it. Whoa. Look at these things right here. These balls, man. Big old ether antenna there. Man. That looks like a fractal antenna type thing right there. That the way those holes are in there. Boy, that's a hell of a thing right there. Look at those. Got some kind of star on there. Got a water tower with a... Wonder if that's an ether fenial on top of the water tower. I don't know. There's another ether antenna with the ether fencing on top. There. Intricate design there. Got a cartouche. Looks like something's still on that cartouche. Hard to see what it is. I can't get in close enough. It's not sharp. So I don't know. It's weird they got these bars going across the windows. Why would you do that? And they're not on every one. Huh, I don't know. That's a bit odd. What a weird... Is that... What the... It's like a shelf above here. Or something. That's weird. I don't know. That's either pavement light or a grate. So that's access into the underground there. It could be prism glass right there. This is all facade, but it's brick underneath. That represents the Taurus. Let's see if I'm missing anything here. Fire hydrant. I believe fire hydrants are old world also. I think that system was in place. Just my thinking. This is a cabin of pilot boat number 2 between 1900 and 1905, and I thought this was interesting because it had a radiation style stove here. Very intricate, and this is very clean for a stove. If you've ever used a wood stove, I mean, you know they're really dirty. I don't know how dirty coal stoves got, so I can't speak to that, but I know a wood stove gets really quite gnarly looking. So this is inside of some kind of boat. Not a whole lot to see here, but it's interesting nonetheless. Chicago, circa 1901. This is lakefront from Illinois Central Station. And let's see here. What are you lads up to? Definitely got some no-gooded lads going on there. Arched windows right there. That's old world. That's cool signage. I'm here for men. Alright. Whatever. Those are cool signs. The best kidney water on earth. Okay. Alright, whatever. There's Fred. Fred is on the job as per usual, and those are arched windows. Old world, thank you. Another arched window. Big old clock. What does that say? I don't know. I can't read it. That's too aggravating to try to read. Big old ether antenna up there. And got a Mudflood windows down here. Big old arched window down there. Big old door going into the underground there. Big old arch there. Big arch there. Got your healing center back here. I guess we had to add that cross there because that wasn't there. Let's see, what else are you gonna show us? Look at them big old arches. Wallpapers. Wow, look at that thing. That's somebody's house. With mudflood windows. Look at there. Big old ether antenna. Alrighty. Wow, that dang castle looking thing. Look at that. Like onion dome, ether antenna. More arched windows back here. It's always, I've always wondered why there was not uniformity to the cities where you have, like here's an example of what I'm going to say is that you got this tiny little building next to this big old building. Like there's no uniformity. It looks better if it's like this where you have it uniform, big building, big building, big building, that big building, little building thing, it doesn't look right. Just an opinion. Well, that's odd looking smokestack. Big old arches. Yeah, smokestacks weren't smokestacks back in the day. I wonder who this little fella here is. That must be a statue to Fred. How about that? He was famous back then. That's probably a giant's grave, Indian burial ground. They had to bury the giant somewhere. A big old thing right there. Good grief. Big old arches back here. Ooh, that's a lot of smoke. I'm glad we don't have all that smoke no more. Can't really see too good back there. Got the trains. I noticed that the trains are one level lower. Of course, they did. This is actually a very good thing to research. They did raise Chicago. I would bet dollars to donuts this right here could possibly be part of that raising of Chicago. Because look at that level goes straight over here. So that might be the beginning. If I was looking for a viaduct system in Chicago, I would start at the edges. And this is, well, the edge. If you know anything about Chicago. I'll tell you another cool thing. One of the coolest things I ever saw was, from a plane was coming into Chicago at night and seeing the city grid on a clear night. Oh man, that is so cool. So, like, it's just amazing how laid out it is. I don't think there's too many cities that are just absolutely laid out like that. That straight lines everywhere. I don't know. It's really cool. Chicago's pretty interesting place, that's for sure. But we're going to move on. This is Cleveland, 1908. This is the Colonial Arcade. And back in the day, arcades were what we call malls today, indoor malls. Of course, they're going the wayside now because they're realizing they're bullshit. But this is what a mall back in, the 19th century looked like. And this is where the high-to-dos would go and hang out. That's Boss Man right there. And, they would go in there and shop. Yeah, it was for the fancy folk. Highbrows. Colonial Hotel. Big old skylights. Look at the intricacy of that. Wow. That's really pretty neat right there. That's a swastika. right there. And that right there, even though it's no, that's too hard to see it. Kind of reminds me of a circumpunct, but it's really too hard to see. Phoenician lady, right there. The swastika was very important in the old world. It was a very important symbol. That's why it's still all over the place. It looks like a square circumpunct, but, you know, I don't know. But yeah, that's definitely a swastika. Phoenician lady all over the side. So anyways, that's 19th century mall. And that is a weird picture right there. It almost doesn't even look real. I don't know. That is a very odd picture. Or odd shot. I don't know. Like, look at these people and they look pretty real. But this kid right here, I don't know. That's weird. Springfield, Massachusetts, 1908. And we got a tiny car. That's cool. Oh, and Fred, he is back in the back here. Looks like he's got his head in the feed bag having his lunch. And we can build the A-frame building here. But these Mudflood windows we probably did not do. Those were probably installed during the old world. So are the arches. But we did do these awnings because they're ugly. And we can do ugly, no problem. That something going on right there. Plumbing. Interesting little windows there. Got ether lights out front. That represents the Taurus right there, I believe. Arc light. LEX. Okay. A portal. Interesting finial there. I wonder if we got a bell up here. Represents the Taurus field arch. No, I'm not going to let you see it. Okay. That's an interesting ether antenna. That's interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Old lightning rod type thing, which they now know did not work. That's interesting. Might be something in that wind I can't see too good. Okay, there's something over here on the right. Got those weird things up under the lip here. That's interesting. Anyways, this is Detroit, Michigan, Oregon at Fort Street Presbyterian Church between 1900 and 1915. And as we know, the churches were probably healing centers where you would go and they would quite possibly use light and frequency to heal you instead of going to a hospital like we do today and let the doctors barely keep us alive because, you know, it's all about profit. We've got a fleur-de-lis here on the front. It's all covered in fleur-de-lis. That might represent the Taurus Hard to know. The fleur-de-lis does. Just beautiful. Check those lights out, man. Jeez. That's very techy looking. Okay, got the rose window back here. Looks like a scrubbed shield there. Kind of looks like a, I don't know. I'm not sure what that looks like. Hey, you got rose window back there. I believe the stained glass would change the light frequency, and when it would come in with the the sound from the organ, it would just create a frequency, a resonating frequency that they could tune to heal whatever ailed you. So anyways, just something cool. And we've got First National Bank, Kansas City, and this is 1900 to 1906 is when this picture was taken. And boss man, I believe, let's see, old black boss man. Cool. Let's see, Majestic Steel Ranges. That could be pavement light right there. Arched windows, more arches. Pinecone pineal gland, 1890. Okay. Those are Tauruses. Arc light. Look at the detail on that arc light. Wow. Let's see. Oh, those two are up to trouble. Got underground Mudflood there, Mudflood window there. Fred is on the job. Fred is so cute. I know. He's a handsome devil. And we got some kind of BS going on here. Looks like they're adding electric right here. Definitely changing this over. So they're working this building out, trying to modify it from the old world to the new. They chiseled this crap in there. Got an unscrubbed cartouche right there. See, this is what the kind of things that would be on the cartouches, and they would just go up there and chisel them off so they were flat. So I don't think it was one thing on a cartouche. I think they were all different things, and they were basically the signs of the age back in the old world. Got an ether antenna up there. It's like a Phoenician style wave. These are probably scrubbed. Scrubbed, I mean chiseled off. This is just interesting work here. Got Mudflood windows. They probably took them out right here. I don't know what this thing is. That's weird looking. Well, that's funny. Big old buck teeth dude. Ether antennas back there. Cool top there. Okay. It's a fraternity house, Beta Theta Pi, University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan, and this is in 1908. And this looks, like a pretty standard, structure, house, whatever you want to call it. But it really stood out to me because it is covered in 8-point asterisks. Mudflood windows. Mudflood windows. Okay. More 8-point asterisks. 8-point asterisks. 8-point asterisks. 8-point asterisks right there. More 8-point asterisks here. And here. More 8-point asterisks there and there and there. Interesting little symbol there. So what else we got down the neighborhood? Can't see too good. So anyways, that's why I wanted to show you that one. Alright, moving on. Genesee and Salina Streets, and this is Syracuse, New York, between 1900 and 1905. And Fred is on the job getting things moved around, because Fred is the horse that built America. That's boss man going to work, do the boss man, that's boss lady. Salt Springs National Bank. Got Florida Lees all over it representing the Taurus. Arc light, arched windows there in the back. Look at the detail on that building. Hoorah! Okay, got arches all over there. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Wish we had a better shot of that thing. Good grief, it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up. Where's the top of it, man? Dang. I'm back up and figure out what's going on here. Good gravy. That's a big old wagon wheel. When we were 21, we had the awnings. Looks like it might be a fountain right there. That's Fred's girlfriend on the other end of town. There's his other girlfriend. We won't talk about that. We won't tell Mrs. Fred. I do believe Fred may be a player. We got an underground entrance of some sort right here. Probably a trap door. That's pavement light right there. Kids up to no good. More pavement light. There's an underground mud flood area right there. In case you like that sort of thing. Why do we have so many youngins on the street? What's going on here? Credit company. There's another clothing on credit company. A lot of dentists and tailors and clothing. Yates. Okay. Look at this light. Wow. Those are cool. Bet those lit up with some ether at one point. Look at that light inside, man. Jeez. Those lights are something else. Like eternal flames. Remind me of the Olympic flame, you know? Oh, we loved right on Winders. Design work there. Taurus right there. Keystone, Tauruses, arch windows. Oh, man. Just all this detail is just amazing. There's the Phoenician lady. Alright, looks like that image has been messed up at some point. Okay, let's move on. Hall, 3rd floor, the New York Public Library between 1911 and 1920. There's a big door on the left there. Check out that ether light. Whoa. There's another one. Maybe a staircase right there. That's what it looks like. Representing the Taurus there on that pillar. Wow, this is the 3rd floor of the library. That is amazing. I mean, they're going to be able to be in high brow surroundings to read a book. Check that out. Damn. I mean, you think we got nice things today, man. They were straight pimps back in the day. They were Huggy Bear style pimps back in the day, no doubt. No doubt. Them people had it going on. Institution for the Blind in Columbus, Ohio between 1900 and 1920. Because blind people can see to, you know, hang out in Mudflood windows. You know, because they need light underground because they're, you know, blind. You know, down in the basement, you know, because they're blind. Because this is a school for the blind. Okay, that's creepy. I mean, why are you going to build Mudflood windows on a school for the blind? You know, because they can't see because they're blind. Just saying. Arched windows. That is a big ass facility for some blind folk. They can't see none of this, remember? Ether antenna. Possible bell inside there. Ether antenna. Ether fencing. Ether fencing. Ether antenna on top. I mean, you know, this is a beautiful facility, no doubt. But I mean, seriously, what the hell is that? I don't even know what the heck that thing is. That's weird. Poor blind kids can't even see. This big old beautiful building, they can't even see it. How you gonna build something so nice for people that can't even see? Does that make sense? I mean, they're blind, you know. They can't see that detail right there, that ether fencing. They can't appreciate it. What the hell are you gonna build it like that for? And did you build it for people that could see? And then decide to use it for the blind? Lethbridge, Alberta, circa 1908, erecting Lethbridge Viaduct over the Oldman River. And I just thought this was, you know, sometimes we sound like that we don't believe that we could build anything. And I think we can build a lot of things. Yes, I think we can. You know, I think we build a lot with steel. And I think this is an example of that. We're good engineers in that way. But this is in, you know, 1908. It's just pretty amazing that, you know, we could, in that time frame, have technology and skill to do, you know, steel structures like this. It's just impressive. I think that we did build this. I think we build with steel. I think that's our, you know, one of our things. Steel and sticks. Lucas County Courthouse, Toledo, Ohio, between 1900 and 1920. And what do we got? I think Bossman is right there. I imagine this was added. They took something off of here. It doesn't look like it was there. Interesting, we're going to put the windows on the ground level. I mean, why would you do that? It just doesn't make sense to me. Somebody can just walk up and kick your window in and walk right in. No problem. These big old things right here. Capacitors maybe, portals. Man, big old arches. Big old portal. Eagle equals Phoenix. Man, look at that thing. Good gravy. Big old ether antenna there. Portals. Anything back here? Oh, look at that sucker back there. Gracious. Okay, that's about that. Main stairway at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York between 1902 and 1910 was when the picture was taken. And wow, that is a cool light. That was probably this. You know, these things a lot of times are empty. This one has a statue in it, but I think they had to remove a lot of them. Got an 8-point asterisk there in case you need that. Know where, you know, what kind of earth you're living on. They'll tell you. They'll tell you right away. It's everywhere. Phoenician shell. Looks like that's been scrubbed. Oh, 8-point asterisk there. 8-point asterisk there. That's been scrubbed. Look at that ceiling, man. More 8-point asterisks. There's some more 8-point asterisks over there. Another statue. This one seems to be different. 8-point asterisks there. Some kind of tapestries on the right and left there. A spittoon. Ah, gosh, you don't see those much anymore. Check out that art there. It looks like Napoleon. Who knows if he lived? Who knows? Look how big those stairs are. Whoa. Cool statues. More statues. I got a Taurus. There's the pine cone. Represents the pineal gland. Which is the third eye, in case you don't know. Bunch of ether lights in this thing. Okay. Mass Formation State Encampment, Michigan. KT. Knights Templar between 1900 and 1910. And I thought this picture was interesting because, you know, when I was waking up and doing research on Knights Templar and stuff, you know, a lot of people were still saying, oh, there is no Knights Templar anymore. They were, you know, arrested and destroyed a long time ago, blah, 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 blah. But they've been around the whole time. And this is Knights Templar right here. Okay, this is them doing a parade on March, showing off their whatever the hell's on their head in modern times, you know. Knights Templar. You know, they're here. And I don't know why people denied that they were here. Arclight. That's just kind of funny to me that people actually believe that, you know, that they were taken out so long ago. That's pavement light right there. Prism glass. There's a clock. Pavement light right there. Drugs. Alright. Big old American flags. Look at the front of that building there. Jeez. I wonder if these are capacitors, these things. Ether antenna. Hudson's Big Store. And these boys on top of the building there. They got a good view. Amazing to me how a lot of times you see in pictures people just hanging out on buildings, on top of buildings, out windows. You just don't see that today. Look at these people. Unbelievable. It's interesting how those windows open up right there. Portals. Well, that's about the gist of it. Ladies in uniform. Yeah, but that's Knights Templar right there. Anybody that says they ain't in America, you know, they ain't doing the research. Mott Street, New York City, 1905. Pretty horses. There's Fred and Wilbur on the job. Let's see here. What can we find? Look at all that ironwork. Just goes up and up and up and up. Look at that thing. Look at that. I think that's for carrying a casket. This might be some sort of going to a funeral or something. I don't know. And we got an eagle representing the phoenix. A dragon. We got pavement light here, and these are great. They learned real quickly to get rid of these because the ladies would step in these and their heels would get stuck in them, so they realized real quick those were a bad idea. Chinese and Japan novelties. Got an underground right there, steps going down, pavement light there, more probably grading there, but this is pavement light here. Got an underground here going down, steps, another underground right here, steps, another underground there, another underground there and there. Can't see too good the rest of the way. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at all that wrought iron work. Impressive. Dragon. Chinese restaurant. Amazes me how popular Chinese restaurants have been throughout our history. 8-point asterisk right there. It's everywhere. Wow, look at that. That's pretty. Phoenician shell. Can't see that too good, whatever that is. A lot Beautiful architecture there. I think we added these fire escapes. I don't believe those are old world. That's odd looking. Looks manipulated or broken or something doesn't look right there. I don't know. A big old dragon coming down. I think that's a dragon. Yeah, I think that's a dragon. Let's see. Arched windows. That's probably about the gist of it. Look at that lamp. Oh, that's Boss Man right there. I'd give him Boss Man. I'd give somebody Boss Man. No, scratch that. That's Boss Man. That's Boss Man. I got it confused. These things happen. And let's go on. New York, 1904. Galveston Flood, Coney Island. The main attraction here was the cyclorama depicting the deadly hurricane that struck Texas in 1900. I find it very interesting that they would spend so much effort showing, you know, the great tidal wave. They would, spend so much time and effort showing this. I don't know. It seems like something. Why would you want to see something horrible? First off, I mean, I don't get that. Let's go let's go to an attraction for 9/11, y'all. Anybody up for that? You want to go sit there and watch a cyclorama of the buildings collapsing over and over again? Anybody want to go through that? Anybody want to sit through that? Does that make any sense? There's Tartarian lions, unscrubbed cartouche, rarity, eagle, which is a phoenix. Got a star here in the got a man holding up. Interesting. Tragedy and comedy. Okay. Maybe. And if that is a tragedy and comedy, I mean, that's kind of odd. I don't know. Got their antenna on there. I don't know, it's just really weird that they would spend so much effort, selling tickets to a disaster. I mean, this just doesn't make sense to me, the concept of making money on people suffering. I don't follow that. Clock. That's a wild looking wagon right there. Steeplechase Park. I don't know. It's just very weird. It's interesting. They got telescopes sitting out front here. That's rather odd. Can't read the sign though. I don't know. It's just, it just don't make sense to me. New York Circuit, 1906. Gorham Company Building, 5th Avenue and 36th Street. Let's see what we got. Got a ghost person there. There's the bucket for the horse pooper scooper man. That's the horse pooper scooper man right there. Because he goes around, he picks up the horsey poop. Floors to lease. Lofts to let. Going some construction here. See, there's, you can see the inside of the building. That is a brick building. Okay. Laurel leaf of control there. Underground right here. Ether light. Another Mudflood underground right there. Pyramid portal. Ether antenna there and there. Another ether antenna going up here with mercury ball. Other ether antennas, onion dome. Let's get back down here. Bring in some wood. We build with wood. And looks like it goes underground right there. You see the brick goes down into the, or it looks like brick goes down underground. I don't know, it's hard to see. Can't say for sure, but I'm sure it does, because we didn't build this. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks odd right there. This is not construction. This is remodeling or something. Addition, something. This is adding. This is not. It's like I don't know. It's like there was a space in between the two buildings or something, and they added. And there, I don't know. It's weird. It's like it changes right here, which is the side of this building. That's what it looks like. I don't know. Very weird. Pavement light there and there, which means this whole thing is hollow underneath here. Pavement light all across here. There's a coal hole cover there. That's boss man. I get that, boss man. We would have added this piece coming out here. Big old door. There's Fred. Fred is on the job as usual, bringing in all the brick and the stone and the what have you, the glass, the wood. We probably added this here, this door here. That's really pretty right there. Okie dokie. G for Gorham, I guess, but probably meant something else. Lions, scrubbed cartouche. Lions are Tartaria. Flat point asterisks. Excuse me, 8-point asterisks for flat earth. Flat point asterisks. Oh, I'm making names up now. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Ether antenna. Look at that cornice. Good grief. Reminds me of Mayan architecture right there. For some reason. Taurus field. More flat earth asterisks. Flat earth asterisks are everywhere. You just gotta look for them. It's incredible how many I found. I think this is very interesting. You got ground level, and then they put this fence up, but then it goes down just a little bit. Why would you not just raise the building up a little bit? Why in the hell would you do this? Mr. Contractor, why did you do that? Can you explain that? It's a static thing. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. You explain that alright. What's that? Explain pavement light to me, Mr. Contractor. That's what I really want you to do. I want you to explain pavement light. Yeah, moving on. New York City Public Library building between 1911 and 1920. And first thing I do notice is Fred is on the job showing for work, hauling dead folk around, it looked like. I don't know. Let's see. And we got pavement light right here. In case you need pavement light, we got a ladder in case you need to get up on some. Got a cool car. Oh, it's like Boss Man right there. They got a little doggy. That's something rare. See that very rarely. Wow. What y'all up to? Got a touring car here, looks like. What else we got? What are we gonna see? Oh, we're gonna see a Tartarian lion. Because there's so many lions in America roaming around in the plains of the United States that we had to represent them on every building. Because that makes sense. I think if you really wanted to have a representation of something that's in America, you could represent it with something like, I don't know, a mosquito or a frog or, you know, some critter that we have like a rabbit, a squirrel. I mean, but a lion? And you can put it on every freaking thing. There's more lions. Well, that's weird. Got a statue here and none here. Huh. Why, oh why, Astor Library. Oh boy, Astor. Okay. You might know who Astor is? That looks really plain to me. Something was removed. I don't know. Lion. Because lions represent what in America? Think about that, y'all. Got a fountain. Venetian wave. Look how big that vase is. Thing's huge. Okay, what else we got? What else you gonna show us? Fire hydrant. I believe that's old world. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So you're looking up here and you're going, oh, them's the Mudflood windows. Nope, 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 nope. Them's are the Mudflood windows. Ether lights, big old ether lights. So you got Mudflood windows under the Mudflood windows. How about that? Well, they're gonna get it delivered on that, you know. Fred was the FedEx, the UPS of the day. New York Stock Exchange, New York City, 1904. Let's go see what the hoodlums are up to. Hey, come back here. Okay. Oh, you're definitely hoodlum. No doubt. You two are definitely crooked. That's okay. Oh, okay. So we got a Photoshop here. That's a man standing there. He's been Photoshopped out. Why? Interesting. Oh, we got more. That's Photoshopping right there. You want Photoshopping, I'll give you Photoshopping. I might have a little something in the tail end later. The juice and cookies will be served. Gonna get you some hot dogs. Got Mudflood windows. It's interesting. Look how they got these doors and the steps. They just modified this, man. This is back when you could go inside the stock exchange. Mudflood access right there. Yep, yep. There's Fred on the job. He's changed colors. He wears a different type of fur on some days. Ether lights. Looks like an eagle, so that would be a phoenix. Laurel leaf of control, but you know that I don't know. It could be a portal. Not sure there. Can't quite make out what that is there. Man. Got an eagle. Eagle represent. Got an eagle and a lion side by side. So a phoenix and a lion. Lion for Tartaria. Who are you supposed to be? The queen bee? 1873. Right. That arch window right there. Got lions across the top. More lions. I'd like somebody to explain why we have lions all over buildings in America. That is amazing right there. That wings coming out of the head. Very interesting. This just, I don't know how people just don't see this stuff. Look at that Taurus. Good gracious. Looks like a Phoenician wave there and there. You see the mud flood right there. You know, the door, the level is right here, you know. And they just modified it. And why are they erasing people out of the shots? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Look, there is a guy that is, you know, like a ghost figure. There's another one. There's another one and another one. You know, they're all over the place. They're right there and right there. Those are ghost figures. Bunch of ghost figures, right? But why are they erasing these ones? Maybe it's because they could. Maybe it was easy to erase these guys and not these guys. But what's the point? I don't get the point. What are they hiding there? I don't understand. It was done purposely. You can tell it was done on purpose. I mean, like, there's a reason for it. Scrubbed cartouche. Another scrubbed cartouche. I don't know what the reason is. New York. Blackwell's Island Bridge between 1908 and 1910. And we got a little tiny boat. Queen City, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. What you gonna show us? That's a flaw, some kind of crack in a problem with the negative, the glass negative. That look stuff right there. I don't know what you call it, but blah blah blah. That's a big old house. Tell me that thing ain't surrounded by a pile of mud. Jeez. This bridge is a trip though. And check them things out. You gonna contact Mars with them things. Not that Mars exists in the way that you know it. Might point that out. But yeah, you're gonna nanu somebody with that thing. Damn, I mean seriously. E.T. phone home with them things. What the heck is that back in there in the background? What's that thing? That's odd looking. New York architectural terracotta work something. Whoa. Norfolk, Virginia, 1917. Naval YMCA. YMCA and WYMCA are building designations. Fire hydrant. Fire hydrants are old world. Warning: the site is the private property of the C&O RY company. All persons are warned. And we're going to look anyways because we don't care about your fences or your rules. You can shove them up your... Hey, Fred. He's on the job looking at these Mudflood windows all day. I mean, they're at Fred eye level, man. That's all Fred got to do all day is stare at Mudflood windows. That's all he's got to do all doggone day. Big ol' all-seeing eye there. Possible G with the all-seeing eye. Very Masonic. If you're wondering who's covering up the mud flood, it would be the Masons. The Freemasons that have never held a stone block in their life and wouldn't know a chisel from a hammer. They are the cover story group. They are the coordinators of the cover-up of the mud flood. Y'all don't know what a ladder is? Just saying. Might want to look into that. It's a relatively new invention, I guess. That's cool. Those windows would open up. Arc lights. Ether antenna. That's very intricate for the YMCA. I mean, you know, these are a designation. Pan American Union, Washington D.C., 1910 to 1920 is when the photograph was taken. Cool car. Fred and Wilbur on the job, getting things done. Another cool car. Cool statue. Man, them some badass doors. Man, I don't even know what in the world. What kind of door is that? You think that fella's building that door? I don't think so. I just don't see that happening. Wow, that's pretty right there. What in the world? I hadn't seen one like that. International Union of the American Republics. That's interesting. What a weird building. Looks like an kind of looks like an eagle. Hard to tell. Would be a phoenix. Ether antenna. Some weirdness on top there. That is odd looking. I don't know. A star. Some kind of flower. Looks like Celtic knot. Alrighty. Whoa, strange building. I don't know. Oh, Mudflood windows. In case you need them. In case anybody came here to see that, you know. More Mudflood windows back there. Probably more back here. Who's that supposed to be? Isis and Horus? Okay, Peter White Public Library, Marquette, Michigan, 1905. Looks like they've just gotten done in covering this one up. Fixing the windows because they were underground, chiseled in the 1903. Still working on it. Still got mud lying around. Way down east, I don't know what that means. coffee. Okay. Arched windows. There's 8-point asterisk right there. Yes, it is. I does believe so. Scrubbed cartouche. That thing is strange looking to me. It kinda strangely looks like it's been photoshopped. There's one of those weird balls. And we scratched that crap in there, because we figured out how to chisel into stone. Another 8-point asterisk there. And there. In case you need, to know what type of earth you're on, they're going to tell you everywhere. Looks like they've done some hanky-panky down the bottom of this building. Maybe a mud flood window there, don't know. Arched window. Another arched window. Okay. And we got Philadelphia, 1905. North American Real Estate Trust, City Hall, and Land Title Building. All in one shot. So let's go see what they got. Got ether fencing. What else we got? Fred's on job right there. Fred gets it done. Got pavement light right there. Fred's girlfriend, she's showing up. I think she's been off messing around with Wilbur, but we won't tell Fred. And got an eagle. Eagle be a phoenix. Representing the Taurus there. Got the ether antenna with a weird contraption on there. We would add the big old horseshit signage, because that's something we can do, We can handle big ass, ugly ass signs. That's definitely our work. Definitely. There's the pooper scooper man right there, waiting and ready to do his job pooper scooping. Got a statue in the middle of a crappy backyard thing. Okay, explain that one. Somebody, anybody, anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Got some underground action there. Got awnings there, or not awnings, arched windows there. Got a ether antenna with a, looks like a eagle, which would be a phoenix on top. Pyramids. Okay, well, let me go back in here to look at this. Does that look photoshopped? Right there. That don't look right. I can't get in any closer. I don't know. Something don't look right there. That dog ain't hunting. And we got pavement light. Mud flood windows down there. Coal hole covers here. He's delivering the coal here, and he'll dump it into the hole. So that's how they would deliver it. They would pull up, and they would dump the coal into those holes. There's no coal hole cover. More pavement light right there. There's pavement light all right here. All the pavement light. Portal there and there. Arched windows. There's those funky balls. I don't know what those are about. Very interesting though. Wow, what a building. I mean, seriously, in 1905, I mean, ether antenna, pyramid. Unbelievable. Got some hanky-panky going on here. Can't tell exactly what they've done. Look at that arch. Good gracious. Portal. I think that's the building with the big old statue on it, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. I think we pretty much... Wonder why the whole... Why is the ground all wet? That's odd. I don't know, that's really weird. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, exhibition building between 1900 and 1910. Excuse me. What do we got here? Those are weird. I don't know what those are. Big old arches. Got access to the underground right there. That looks like it's been scrubbed off. There's Fred. Fred's on the job, as always. Fred's always there. You just don't see him sometimes. He's hidden. This is really weird how you got these big ass pillars here and then they're not down here. Does that look right? I mean, we probably built this, but what the hell's this about? That don't even look right. They removed the statues from here. Might be an entrance to the underground there. You got this fencing on here for some reason. Oh, look at this weird ramp here. Strange. I don't know, man. That's oddness. Damn, look at the arch on that. Gosh, that thing is humongous. Ether antennas all over that thing. What in the world? 8-point asterisks all across the front. In case you don't know what that is, it is a symbol representing the flat earth in which we live. Got scaffolding, scrub cartouches, screaming person there. Another screaming person, scrub cartouche. Poor fellow up here trying to hide what has been going on. Phoenician shell. Interesting symbology there. Big old ether antenna. There's definitely some interesting horse shit. Mr. Contractor built this right here. This scaffolding. We'll give him credit for that. Give credit where credit's due. Yeah, I'm telling you. You got to, I think. I think it's only fair to give credit where credit is due. And what they got going there. A lot of rubble in the street. What is the rubble from? Looks like, I don't know. Stone and brick, maybe? I don't know. Hard to tell. Post office and courthouse in Burlington, Vermont. This picture was taken between 1900 and 1905. And first thing I'm drawn to is the fact that they've got the mud up to the windows here. Got the Mudflood windows. And we got arch windows over here. Pretty big door there. Got an ether antenna up there with a ball on top. Imagine we added those stairs, arched windows. Those are pretty. I mean, how are you cutting that glass back then in 1871? 1871? How you doing that? I mean, that's got to be hard, expensive something. And why would you design your windows so they're, arched? I mean, that's got to be a lot more difficult to manufacture, to install, replace. I mean, everything. It just in 1871. What's making people think like this? Look at the wow. The roof there, the tile work there is just beautiful. Ether antenna, that's beautiful. Wow. Something weird there. Look at that little baby window there. I guess it's as good a time as any to tell you that these MUDDIN videos take approximately 8 hours for me to make. And the reason being is that the videos are somewhere around 2 hours each. So there's 2 hours. And then it takes time to render. So the rendering takes as long as the video is usually. So that's another 2 hours. And then it takes approximately 2 hours to upload the video. So that's 6 hours. It takes 2 hours to watch the video for the live premiere. And then that doesn't include finding the pictures and editing the video together, selecting the music, and sometimes I have to do some editing to things like that. So rough and short of it is that it takes about 8 hours to do a MUDDIN video. So, you know, any support you can show would be appreciative. I've got the Patreon, and I've got the Stuffed Beagle store. You can get your t-shirts. I put some new posters up this week. I'm going to try to make some new things. I'm looking to do a Fred poster, but I got to find a good print, something cool, something fun. But there's Mudflood, there's Mudflood Club t-shirts and mugs and things like that in the store. So all those stuff are pretty cool. But anyways, your support would be greatly appreciative. I have very little support here, guys. I've got 6 Patreons. So, you know, I'm a low man on the totem pole here, and I don't take YouTube monetization. Even though you see ads on there, I don't make money on that. And the reason I don't take the monetization is because it allows me to use the copyrighted music and copyrighted videos. So, you know, your support is greatly appreciated. Anywho, Post Office Square, Boston, Massachusetts, between 1900 and 1920. And Fred is, of course, as always, on the job. Followed by Wilbur. And we got a fountain. Mudflood windows, in case you didn't see those. I figured, you know, you might have seen those already. But we'll get in there. Got Mudflood drop in there. Trolley car. Let's see what's going on up here. Very interesting. Okay, let's get back out and see what's going on over here. Now, we got an open trolley car there. More Mudflood windows there. Big old door, but we're going to put big iron bars on them. That's interesting. Awnings. Awnings are crappy. Awnings are what we did. And scrubbed cartouche right there. And let's see. What else we got? Big arched windows. Looks like we modified these doors to make them smaller. Because we're midget people, you know. And that's Boss Man going to work. His job is to cover up the mud flood. Looks like something scrubbed off there and there. We got arc light. What else we got? A star. Torch field. Let's see. Ether fencing. Another ether antenna there. Woo, hello. Who's carving these statues? Portals. And why are you putting portals in the buildings? Another cool statue. I mean, who is erecting it? How in the hell did they get that up there? I mean, seriously, think about that. What's the... Oh, they had big old ways to get that up there with sticks and pulleys and what have you. Okay. Is that an eagle or a griffin? I can't tell. Hard to tell. That's definitely an eagle, otherwise known as a phoenix. I mean, yeah, you have to understand this. Yes, it is an eagle, but it represents the phoenix because they didn't want you to know about that. That was something you didn't need to know about. I guess this is so they could go up in there and maybe look out for the ships. I don't know, like a perch to scope out when the ships are coming in harbor or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And Riverbank Court, Cambridge, Massachusetts, between 1900 and 1920. And let's see. Got windows on ground level. Got horseshit fire escapes. We like adding those. Diamond symbology. Clocks are expensive. There's more the diamond symbology. Ether antenna. Let's see. What are you going to show us? We'll take anything interesting. What y'all got? What y'all got? Give it to us. Open trolley there. Subway, Park Street, Broadway. Okay. Mudflood windows all on the bottom. I think these are part of the transfer of the energy, the way they did this, the sides here. Those are interesting. It's like an infinity symbol times 3. See how it rolls around? Goes around here, over here, over here. It's a triple infinity symbol. Very cool. We saw that if you remember a couple episodes back at the Ponce de Leon Hotel on the roof. Yes, we did. Oh, the ceiling, excuse me, not the roof. 65th Regiment Armory in Buffalo, New York, circa 1908, otherwise known as a castle in America. In case you need a castle with a big ass door. I don't care, you call it what you want, but that is a castle in America. No question. You cannot debate that. Okay, what? Okay, I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to say a word. Let's see if y'all got anything to say about what I'm thinking right now. I mean, it's pretty, Moorish looking, but anyways, you got this stronghold with, this is certified castle, okay? Yet, this castle, this obviously supposedly built for fortification, it's not, but I mean, that's what they're saying it is, okay? But why in the shit would you put windows on the ground level? Oh, we got bars on them. Oh, okay. Like we can't get those off. It just don't even make no sense, man. Okay, and I got two pictures of old Lady Liberty, otherwise known as Lucifer in a dress. Statue of Liberty, New York Harbor, Statue of Liberty between 1890 and 1910. I got two pictures. This is the earlier picture, and then I've got a later picture, and I just want to point something out. This is interesting. Got big old cannons that aren't cannons sitting outside of a star fort. You know, this was a star fort here. Doesn't look like much of a star fort, but it is. And we'll go on up and look at old Lady Liberty's dress here. And I mean, this hussy looks worn. I mean, she looks beat, like she's been through something. And there's old Torch can't go in no more. I mean, look how beat up she looks. She's rough looking. So anyways, anywho, what I noticed, what struck me as odd was, you know, you got this staircase here, you know, which is kind of crappy. Obviously, Mr. Contractor got that job. And then we're going to go over to the next photograph. This was taken between 1900 and 1920, so a little bit later. And, you know, where's my cannons at? I ain't got my cannons. Some bitch took my cannons. What kind of fella takes another fella's cannons? I mean, that's just not right. But then I noticed, you know, they've done that. So that stood out to me. You know, we've changed the stairs completely. I just thought that was interesting. Little things you notice these days. And this bitch looks like she is wore out. I mean, she is rough looking. Rough. Woof. Saratoga, New York. Veranda of United States Hotel between 1890 and 1910. And they are in deep thought there. That's Boss Man right there. Don't he look like Boss Man? He's smoking a J. Good for you, man. And what do we got going here? There's Fred. Fred's on the job. He's hauling, bringing all this stuff so they can build all these buildings, these arc lights. That was probably an obelisk at one time. They took the top off. I believe they did a lot of that. I believe a lot of these half little monument sucker stone pillared things are actually obelisks and they took the top off. Just saying. Just my thinking. What you waiting on there, buddy? And what we got here? The Horner Haircut, U.S. Hotel Bass. Men's neckwear, umbrellas, canes, and etc. Maybe Berkeley Lyceum, blah blah blah. Who cares? But anyways, you got Mudflood door here underneath the side because we're going to put the door underground because we're going to build underneath the porch because that makes sense to who? Somebody, not me. But anyways, I don't know. It's very weird. And just look at these how high these columns are. These porch posts. I mean, it's just, and the artistry of these posts is just incredible. Just really well done. Look at those arched windows. I mean, good gracious. Looks like a fleur-de-lis right there. Man. And look at the scale of that porch. It's huge. Just huge. Diamond symbology there. I don't know what that symbolizes. Baths. Barbershop, hot and cold baths. Go in there and wash your ass. Anywho. Sidewheel steamers, City of Detroit, 3. Oh, this is the D3, and this is a ship, and it's called the D3, or it's a sidewheel steamer, and the ship is called the City of Detroit 3, or the D3, and this is a stairway to the forward gallery deck, and this is taken between 1912 and 1920. This is in a ship. I mean, freaking incredible, man. On a freaking boat that you're gonna sail on. It's just amazing. The detail and the quality. That looks scrubbed. I mean, how in the world did somebody fund this? How did they make that? I mean, look at that thing. How in the world could you get this done? Venetian shell. Just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you know, old Rockefeller, I mean, they got, you know, they got to have the best of the best, but this is not the best of the best, man. This is, you know, something else. I mean, you think about it. Rockefeller didn't get his money. He didn't have all that money, you know, and keep all that money because, you know, he spent it. And most of these guys didn't. They didn't spend their money like they do today, you know. I mean, they're I can't see the whole paint, and that sucks. That's just incredible. Telfair Academy of Arts and Science, Savannah, Georgia, this is taken between 1900 and 1920. Got your arc light. Mudflood windows there. Boss man going to work. Venetian shells. Well, ain't you proud of yourself? Alrighty. Look at that. That's interesting. Which came first, the Mudflood window or the stairs on the side? I don't know. You did the math. There's the Mithras cap, it looks like. What the hell is that? Is that a what the look at that? What is that? Is that Jar Jar Binks? What the hell is that? That's some kind of freaking weird right there. I don't even know, man. Art galleries are open. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. That is strange. Big old arch. Arch windows. Tourist field. We would have pounded that into the stone there. Aristotle. Humboldt. Okay. I just don't. That reminds me of Sir Walter Raleigh right there. That reminds me of Columbus. That reminds me of Mithras. That reminds me of Jar Jar Binks. Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing. And U.S. Customs House, Charleston, South Carolina, between 1900 and 1920 is when they took this photograph. And let's go see. There's Boss Man right there. Let's see what they got here. Little midget folk. Got checkerboard. Checkerboard is a very Masonic thing. Anytime you see checkerboards, I'd look around. Smokestack, that's not a smokestack. This is where the negative had gotten messed up. We would have added those stairs. And you got the damn original levels down here or something. I don't know. That is a very odd thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stairs, okay. And we got a random cable coming out of the stone here. A board sticking out. Right? That's just weird. I don't know. Tauruses all over it. Ether antennas. The arc light. There's some more checkerboard. Tall ship back there. Okay. What else? Ether lights. I think that's about it there. Virginia State Library, Capitol Grounds, Richmond, Virginia. Photograph was taken between 1900 and 1920. There's Boss Man right there. Got a fountain. I believe that's part of the free energy system. And you see the mud. I mean, this is all just. Why didn't they just uncover it? You know, what's the point here? I mean, come on, y'all. Waste paper. Fruit skins. Waste paper and fruit skins. Well, that's random. Okay, whatever. Big old arches. More ether lights. Flat Earth asterisks. And here too. There. Pyramid right there. Venetian shell right there. Looks like they removed something from that. Probably the same thing over here. Yep, they removed something from here, I bet. I does believe. Arc light. And then you can see down the road. So the mud must have come in from up here. Calm down. Okay, Wayne County Building, Detroit, Michigan. This photograph is between 1902 and 1920. Burns Hotel. Got coal hole covers here. Possible grates there. It could be pavement light, but I cannot make a determination. Arched windows. There's those balls. What those balls are about. Let's see. We'll get back to all that. Oh, let's see. Good grief. They got obelisk on the top of the building here. Ether antenna there. Man. smokestacks that ain't smokestacks that are smokestacks now. There's a moon tower right there. That's how they got light at night into the city. That's Boss Man right there. That's pavement light right there. So we got a building there redoing here and putting a steel structure where there was brick and wood. Blocked up the windows there. Interesting. There's some more of that weird photoshopping. Look at all that right there. What is that? Brick? That's really weird. These are some sort of underground something. These little dark boxes here. I can't tell you exactly what they are. I can't see them good enough. They could be some of them pavement light or grates or just trap the opening trap doors. But you have to see them closer up to really know. Big old arches, arch windows. Okay, let's get down into the meat here. I'm going to protect yourself with a cannon. Okay. That's just great. That doesn't look right there. We modified that. There's accesses to the underground right there. Coal hole cover there. What the hell we got going on here? What is this room? Dang. How y'all get that up there? What you got going there? Is that a monument to Fred? And y'all knew Fred built America. I don't think Fred's in this picture. He must be on break, on lunch break. Scrub cartouches. Scrub cartouches. Scrub cartouches. Dougie Fresh your own. Okay, that's crazy looking. I mean, that's straight out of Rome right there. I mean, damn. What the hell? Look at this thing. These statues are incredible. It just keeps going up. Man. That's a hell of a thing. We gonna dock the airships on that thing? I don't know. Okay. And can anyone tell me what's wrong with this picture? I'll give you a minute to figure it out. Sheldon Square, Buffalo, New York, between 1900 and 1920. And let's see. Big old healing center. Big old rose window. Ivy on all over everything. You know, this is we got those torn vehicles. These things are so weird. Big old arch. There's Ghost Fred. They worked him to death. Get it? Ghost Fred. Yeah, ether antenna with portals. More ether antennas. More portals. I feel like a broken record. Mudflood window. Definitely broken record. And there's the real Fred. Hey Fred. Hanging out. Getting some work done there. Got lions with a shield. With a big old archway. With stairs that we added. Mudflood windows. Stop. Okay. We got a underground here. Got that barber pole there. That means there'll be steps there to go down to a barber shop. Why you put a barber shop in the basement, I will never know. That makes no sense. Ether antennas all over the thing. Pyramid design there. More ether antennas, more ether antennas, more ether antennas. Now what you got going there? Looks like a dock for another airship. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that thing is. Okay. Bass. Turkish bass. Sounds kind of naughty. Okay, so anywho, let's get down to the nitty gritty. So basically what you're looking at here, if you ain't figured it out, is another photoshopped photo. Painting style. See that? Let me get in closer. That's painted. It's a photograph with painted in elements. So you got the top of these men are photographed and the bottoms are painted. Shadows painted. This man's totally painted in. Half and halves here. Totally painted in. Totally painted in all this. That looks like it might be mostly painted in. Totally painted in woman. The painted lady right there. Painting right here. Looks like a half and half. Not sure what that is. But basically, we have another photoshopped image. This is old photoshopping. And I guess the glass negative got messed up. And for some reason they wanted to see this, so they had an artist paint it in. Okay, I get it. You know, that's cool, but you know, see, when you saw these pictures, you didn't see them like we're looking at them. They would take another photograph of this photograph, and it would be the way they would. It wouldn't look like this. It would be, you know, clear somehow. I don't know how they did it, but it didn't look like this. Like when they would. This is a high resolution photograph. Okay, but what they would do is they would have a lower, quite like a postcard or something. And when you got this down to postcard level, you would never know that that was painted in. So anyways, that's just something cool. BEAGS out.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows. Politics, celebrity, gossip, popular, neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world, the only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors, cause they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready. to fight, trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe, cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry cause they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors cause they know that if we get along we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
It's a mystery! It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma! Don't you get it?
Say woof again! Say woof again!
I've got one that can see.
This is my kung fu, and it is strong.
Welcome to the underground.
See you later.